Hello everyone, and welcome back to a bit of Master of Command, my game of the year, as this really scratches the edge of the Total War, and it got a really big patch and a few free DLC before Christmas, as they added a whole new nation, the Holy Roman Empire, or a bundle of nations with the Holy Roman Empire, basically, into the game. A new faction that brings 3 new armies and new units. They added new units to all the other nations as well, plus did a lot of rebalancing, a lot of AI buffing and changing, and new items and all of that stuff. Changed a couple of the game systems a bit up, like flanking and cavalry sizes and so on. And really, the game is in a pretty good state, and it's only gonna get better in 2026, as they seem to really focus even more now on full-time development with the Armchair Historian's YouTube channel going on pause or being ended basically in content production. So it seems like this is their current focus, or at least the game development in general. Maybe already trying to pivot then into the next title. Let's see how long this one will go, but it's already in a good state. And the HIE here is a really cool new nation as well, and we're gonna start a new run with them, as they, with the crisis contingent here, also have a really interesting little feature here. Combat effectiveness 0.5 for each unique regiment. So we're gonna try to get as many different units as possible. They also replaced the drilling stands with the mustering stands for the HRE, so that you gain recruits by moving around and mustering. We'll have a look on it in-game. The units that you get in the beginning here, relatively mediocre, and yeah, we're gonna go in Iron Man on Marshall and see how that all goes. Highest difficulty level, so all of this not gonna be easy, as yeah, everything here set up a good bit, and that will make our life a good bit harder, as it also reduces the headquarters delay a bit, which you would get out on the other side then. Yeah, you can increase it, but this is going to be interesting. HRE, let's go. And let's see what we can get here. Artillery one is interesting. Hearts and Minds, item sales, profit, is a good one as well. The reload speed here is nice. The rest is only mediocre. I feel like we want to go here. Secure convoys and encampments is something that you want to do usually anyways. So protecting Thuringia is making sense here. Let's see what we can get here out of this. Item-wise, we go with the Hohenzollerns here, with the Imperial. Von Hohenzollern gets our stuff up with combat effectiveness. We will give the cavalry the breastplates and maybe even the surgeon instead of the regimental staff. Morale here, well, they are not that high either. Issue is morale with all of these units. Like, they're pretty low, all around 30. Even our musketeers don't go higher than our recruits. That is an issue, as we have a melee weapon here. But if our guys just break once they get into melee, that doesn't really help us. So it's a bit of an issue. But yeah, we're gonna see how this goes. We'll leave the items here around the Christ Musketeers, give their musket to the Imperial Land Milites, and then, yeah, we're gonna go into the combat here. Encampments. Need convoys. Okay, there are a good couple of convoys down there. Encampments in the middle, encampments up. Okay, yeah, we just need to run around, basically, to get our stuff. Ooh, Sonneberg actually pretty helpful from the get-go here, as we get better sales prices there from the get-go. And yeah, fighting here against the Prussians with their militia units, with their recruits in the first fight, getting us some ammunition. With the mastering stance, we will get recruits, and you even can potentially get new units with it. We'll have a look on that after this fight. And here, I believe we want to take the high grounds. And advance like this. There's even a little river over here. Okay. That river is going to be annoying for our cavalry, so we're gonna move it to the other side. Our cavalry actually being pretty slow. They are dragoons, so like they're not the best melee, but still better than some recruits and still better than some provincial cavalry, which also doesn't have good saber. So that is going to be helpful. They actually have decent items here on their stuff. Toe worms. Accuracy and reload. So another item that you can stack those modifiers with. Yeah, morale really gonna be the big issue with our units. Get onto the high ground. And rotate into a firing position here. Do decent first salvo. Oh, no. Guys, actually get around. Decent salvo. Okay, their cavalry comes around to meet ours. Even the normal cavalry having better morale than ours. So that is an issue. But we break them nonetheless. Okay. This is working out well. We can't chase their cavalry, and the cavalry actually comes around again. That's our cavalry being slower and all, so we'll have to beat them one more time. At least these guys are low enough that they won't come back. We might want to leave it at that. Do they have melee? They have a bit of melee buffs here. Don't have any melee buffs on this, so this might actually be the time where we charge in. And yeah, with these guys, we leave it at this so that they can regain their stamina a bit before the enemy cavalry comes back, because with low stamina, we actually might not be able to beat them. Okay. Yeah, our charge got broken by the other guys. Suboptimal. But the situation in general in a good spot here. Okay. Get them as well. And nope, that's what I wanted to avoid. low stamina action for everybody. But we're winning this in the end. A bit less clean than hoped because of that cavalry fight there. Bit higher casualties than hoped. At which point we might maybe take even the conscripts here. Okay, we actually get artillery, but we don't have any yet. Yeah, let's actually go with the casualties restored. Okay. The horse is nice, so those guys are a bit faster. Oh, yeah, right. You can only take one or the other. Okay. Sonneberg being a place where we can sell stuff for good prices is nice. Could buy another land milites. Issue is with those units that they don't really actually get good stuff. I believe it's better for us to just go for the mustering stance. None of these things are particularly helpful. I think we just go and walk with mustering stance up there, with which we increase each day the chance of getting a recruit, and there we got lucky. And it costs us 5 thaler per regiment we get, but we also get reservists each day for each regiment we have, 25 reservists, so we don't need to buy them in villages. Officer from reserve pool for some light cavalry. The supply wagon is nice, but it's not that important. And having a light cavalry actually could be quite nice. Oh, yep. Well, currently we can only level them up, so we might as well have some infantry over here. Okay. That now means we want to get towards a town. Yeah, let's go to Weißenfels. There are the convoys as well. And we need to secure encampments as well, but they are going south and then looping around, I believe, might be the best way. Come on, give us another 1% chance. Okay. Let's march normal for now. Ooh, excellent vine. Excellent beer. Let's go with excellent beer. Excellent items are always nice, and yeah, this is a great one for cavalry. Morale and melee damage. Both things that cavalry always needs. Wine, I believe, giving charge. Okay. Enemy headquarter delay. Always pretty nice as well. And here we need to get a new guy. Morale damage received. Okay. Artillery leader could be nice as well. Move speed. So this is good for the center. Yeah, getting an artillery leader long term would be nice as well, but guess not here. And we kind of want to keep the 6-pounder for now, and this as well, especially, like, contract. That kind of means we want to face an army now. If an army comes up, I'm gonna fight them. Yeah, especially as it's only recruits and musketeers. With 2 cavalry units, that should be a lot easier now. This should be a relatively easy fight now. And yeah. Supply wagon, as I said, can be nice, but not having an issue with morale, or having a lesser issue with morale, actually more important with the morale issues that we would have with our base units on paper. And the movement speed, yeah, for our center units, not quite as important. They will push into us, so we just gonna stay here. Actually, let's swoop around the other flank. And use the cover that we can get here. Tatars are good calf. Even better cover bonus. Good job. This is where we want to have them. Okay. Do they have good melee? They have pretty good melee. But with 2 cavalry units charging them, with decent sabers as well, we should be able to beat them. It's not quite the powerhouses that I want them to be just yet with the cavalry, but decent enough. And yeah, there we go. Casualty rate's actually relatively low. Tatars not having the greatest morale either, the Saxons. But they can keep it up. This is pretty good. Let's charge into the rear. That should do the damage. Yes. Tatars did their job there as well. And by being Saxon also help us out with the mix of our units, as the Saxons have their own unit tree. The Bavarians, the Palatinate, and the Württembergians are all in one tree, coming out of the Imperial recruits. And we need to have the wild mix of units, so... that should be an easy charge. Yes. Another unit broken. They have actually pretty good melee. Oh, this is charge, okay. But yeah, they have still pretty decent melee. I'm not sure we just want to charge into them here. I believe we want to get them a bit lower still. Okay. Could push the recruits a bit closer to actually get a bit better fire out of this. Okay. The rear fire is pretty devastating. One cavalry. Okay, I believe this is the point where we charge. Yeah. Job well done. These are the early fights that we need to take to gain more money, gain better equipment, reload the movement speed, for example, is nice as well, and level our guys up. Normal level ups here helpful already as well, because they buff the stats up as well, but more importantly also just getting to the next unit types. We can get melee here, we would take it. It's the exact opposite though. I don't really want to reroll though. I feel like we need to. Command radius morale is plus 50%. Better morale actually is actually quite nice for us, so we're gonna take that. If you guys, and the flank needs to be faster, so let's give these guys that stuff. And then we march on normally. Mission. Can sell stuff nicely. Normal Imperial units. Any cool items? Nothing really super fancy. Could make the Tatars even faster. So that nothing related is great. We will need supplies. And cheap supplies is something like, yeah, we likely gonna have supply issues with this army later on. Taking some cheap ones here is fine. Oh, Saboteur Imperial Register. The Gambler's Den. Rigged the game. Okay. Just free money. Take that. Auerstedt. Less recruitable cavalry, that's all not that important. Saxon recruits. Something that we kind of would want. But yeah, we just can't afford that. Good reload speed is actually something that, but it's no, it's not the. It's just iron ram, but not cylindrical ones. So I'm gonna stick with this. I really would like to fight an army, and not this one. Okay. A good charge. Let's actually switch this. And give these guys the beer. Oh, oh, oh. Bro, don't run. Yes, this is the kind of armies we want to fight. They have musketeers. A good amount of them, so our cavalry will have to do some extra work here, but we have decent rifles on our guys now as well, so it's not gonna be the end of the world. So let's see how it goes. Okay. Did we forget to reload our units? Yes, we did. Okay. That's a bit annoying. Gonna take the ammo out after this fight. It's supposed to be a melee engagement anyways. Are they gonna stay there, right? Okay. Those are the fast ones. It's crazy how much faster these guys are. They're like double the speed of our dragoons right now. Okay. Let's rotate a bit. Let's finish those guys off. Charge the first recruits from the side. Should be pretty efficient. The artillery actually did hit us. That's annoying. Finish off the recruits. Easy finish there. You did your job as well now. The musketeers just charging into us. Okay. It's crazy how fast these Tatars are. Might be one of the highest base speed units. Even compared to Cossacks or so, they feel... like, they don't have a horse yet. Like, they don't have any speed modifiers. But they are insanely speedy. Yeah, you guys start to have an ammo issue. You did a good job. Next unit shattered. Easy. These guys doing a good job here. You need to regain your stamina a bit. Okay, stamina at a decent point. Good charge. Easy break. And with that, we should get these guys as well. Yeah. That was a pretty successful one. The Saxons really seem to be an interesting little unit. I mean, they're high quality units, so it makes sense that they're good, but the speed seems a bit absurd. Yeah, we just go with Thaler and the ammunition because we seemingly need it. Manpower for sure not the issue here right now. And yeah, ammunition is a problem. Yeah, those are already max level unit here. And I mean, I could give them the saddle. I feel like maybe we even switch it out like this. Just so that they stick a bit closer together as well. Okay, we have something for the Imperial recruits. Then we want to move on to Coburg. Could do a bit more drilling here. Get another recruit that way. Staff College. Ooh. That is interesting. Stamina and movement speed. Gunsmith and Köpping are pretty good at melee. We'll still need a bit of money. We just get a good Surel musket. Yeah, those guys are just speedy boys. 57 base, 55 speed. Here, 35, 45. Artillery would be nice, but we currently just can't really go for it. Melee and charge. God, we kind of want them. Could replace the Hohenzollern with that. But we also need ammunition right now. We go with that instead. Walk towards the first encampment here. We got our next unit. Now we don't have the money. We have to risk it. Okay. The casualties are okay. Fighting an army is fine as well. So, yeah, provincial cavalry actually all really beatable. Like, the Prussian cavalry is pretty bad. So, having that fight is actually quite fine. Like, infantry would be more annoying, or artillery. Or if they would have actually, like, better cavalry later on, but, like, the provincial cavalry of them all with bad sabers, not the biggest issue. One of them has carbines. Where do we want to face them? Do we just hunker down on this side? Or do we retreat to this hill? Oh, this ridge. This is where we want to be. These two guys can move there. Why is it 3? Ah. We got you two together. They're just racing. 100s. Okay. This speed is kinda absurd. They are going to come for us, right? Yeah. They don't have artillery, so they have to push into us. We can use these hatches and this hill plus the water are our advantage. Would be fine with a 2v3 in the cavalry department. And there they come. Good fire. Yep, first one shattered. The issue is only that we are too focused on charging into the next one. Okay. Come on. Come on. No. Okay, the Tatars will get them. Yeah, getting them. You can already start moving. Those guys are in the water, so they are weaker at shooting. Yeah, it should be an easy time. Nope. Go for them. Decent saber, good charge. All of this working out nicely. They get some separation. That is all annoying and all, but not the end of the world. And the Landmiliz here is in trouble. Cantonist recruits get got as well. Let's go. And victory. Yeah, the 5% attrition at the beginning, like, that was annoying with the event. The fight here actually kind of what we wanted. Like, armies like this is where we get the good stuff off right now. Okay. Iron skull caps. Canteens are nice. The rest all relatively replaceable. The extra veterancy here. Pretty important. We can get them to Landmiliz now. Could get an artillery with this now too. Is it time to start getting artillery? As we have the equipment, I believe we go with this to artillery. And these guys can go the normal way. Cover effectiveness, fire damage received. Melee damage received, veterancy gained. Both good. This is our shooty boys card. We go with this. Charge. The morale damage received -20 is nice as well. Offers a death chance is not though. So I believe we go with this. I think that makes the most sense. And you go up to Landmiliz, getting a better at reload and melee and all. The rest is still not quite there. You are still not quite there for the curse here either, which at least makes you a bit faster. It's interesting. What? Okay, the curse is so faster than the Imperial Hussars. It's not what I expected. We have an ammo problem. They don't have any weapons yet. Okay. Field hospital. That is fine. Not really what we need right now, but not the end of the world. This is good money. Could open up a new brigade. Don't have an artillery officer yet, but we could at least buy one more officer here. Though we need the ammunition, I guess, as well. This would be a good one as well. They're all good officers, actually. They are all good officers. Any good staff college things? These guys are nice. Oh. This is good as well. Could barely afford it, but we can afford it. Okay. Can't equip it right now. Stamina here, not the most important. Well, we could just give it to one of these guys right now. Although it would be better on cavalry. And this is an army we want to beat. Don't you run. Don't you dare to run. Yeah. Yeah, those are the kind of armies we just kind of want to grind up right now. Because we gain way more out of beating them than we lose in fighting them. Like, running away from fights like this is not good. In general, often you just want to charge into enemies that try to hunt you down. And the cannon that we got is not great, but it's a cannon. This might give us also the money that we need for getting one of the good officers. Von Hohenzollern is not the most amazing officer. They're gonna push into us. Well, we want to hold up the road in front of us here. Okay. Getting you a bit closer. We're actually pretty good at reloading with these. And the musketeers should be our goal. And we didn't get any hits. Okay. That is fine. They have some decent cavalry here. Yep. Crosses. Good as well. Though ours should be better. Melee of 39. Yeah. They have decent charge. But we have better charge with our Tatars as well. Yeah, artillery doesn't do the damage that it has done in the past. But it's still in a decent spot here. Frontal charge. You can already rotate. How good are you at melee? You're decent. Okay, you actually have, yeah, recruits with stealth muskets. And they're poor melee, actually. Okay, but yeah, we only have... we're not much better. Well, melee damage actually is in a good place. Okay. Actually, might just want to charge here. Artillery really isn't doing the most damage there. How fast are they? Come on, let me click the Prussian Hussars. Or not. You're for sure not fast enough. Okay. That is good though. Regain your stamina. Are we gaining on them? Yes, we are. I think that they won't regain their morale. This is the dangerous one. Not anymore though. This is all pretty good as well. We're just barely faster, it seems like, so we're not really getting any kills, but the goal is to... Yeah, we're only getting like one kill every a couple of seconds, but that's good enough to keep them from regaining their morale. So it's worth chasing there nonetheless. Okay, these guys don't have any melee. So might as well charge them down here. Cannons only dealing mediocre damage, but over time it still plays out nicely. Just racking up kills there. For more veterancy. They're not dealing that much damage to us. Yeah, and there goes the Landmelee skills. The question is money and ammunition? I believe so, because we need the ammo. And we have the money now to gain an officer. We have the manpower, we have the supply. The veterancy would be nice as well. But they haven't even gotten a level here. That is a bit frustrating. Imperial Cuirassiers. Okay. Still don't have enough ammunition, but that's something that we can change. While still getting us a good officer. Reload versus stamina, and efficiency gain is nice if we want to go with our... But the -5 morale on the other side is kind of annoying as well. This is a good shooting regiment. This obviously is just melee for Cav. Melee and charge without any deficits. I feel like that's the best guide to get right now. Just putting the cavalry into his command. I feel like we ought to buy some ammunition here right now. Oh, the feud. Sir Bitter Quarrel has engulfed the local populace, splitting families and entire quarters into warring camps. Cause is long forgotten, but the bloodshed persists. One side flies the banner of the local magistrate, the other a peasant militia seeking to cast him down. May throw out our lot in with the authorities, offering coin to bolster their defense. They prevail. They've agreed to reward us. Okay. Support the people in exchange for many volunteers. Let's just do it. Should be relatively efficient. The convoys are down here. Encampments are up here and here. So I believe we go here, take the encampment, up the road, and then south. Well, hearts and minds first actually would be better, so I believe we actually go for hearts and minds first. This little we can do here. I don't believe we're quite ready to face this. This would be a nice thing to do later on. Useless little village. Let's get into them in the next episode, guys. Battle of Ilma now in the next one. So, yeah. Let's see how this campaign continues. Good start here so far. I'm pretty optimistic that we at least will get deep into Act 2 and likely into Act 3. But we'll see. With the modifiers, it's not gonna be easy. But I like the HRE here quite a lot. Let me know down below how you like the new patches and what you would like to see for the game in the future. And what you also would like to see from the campaign. And yeah, see you all in the next one.